Welcome back to ScaleSpeedworks. My name's Mike. This is a quick bench update on the Hooked on Summer group build. If you guys don't know about the Hooked on Summer group build, go check out Steve at Crazy Scale Models. He's the one that's hosting it, and he has all the information you need. All right, so I am working on the Mack Bulldog, specifically the logging truck. I did manage to complete the wooden bed. Really happy with how this came out. A huge thanks to BG. Everybody knows BG. Huge thanks to BG for his tutorial that he had not too long ago. Did the top side, did the bottom side. Ooh, dog hair. Did the bottom side. Got the frame on here. The frame is secured. It's all been super glued. Really happy with how that came out. Frame is just a satin black Rust-Oleum color, but I think it works. Also put together the frame. And this was a lot of fun. I really have to say, I didn't think I was going to enjoy assembling this. I thought it was going to, since the kit dates back quite a few years, I figured this is going to be a real pain in the rear end, especially watching and listening to some other people build this, seeing their videos. I thought, man, this is really going to be a pain. But it wasn't. It assembled great. I think it looks fantastic. Really went together pretty well. Only thing I didn't do a great job on was the cross-member supports. They might be a little cockeyed, but I don't think it matters too much. So I am turning this logging truck into a tandem axle tow truck. That's what this is going to be. So that's going to go back there, just like so. The boom is going to go on here. And the problem is that this axle is a chain drive. So I have the chain around here somewhere. Honestly, I don't know where it is right now. But trust me, it's a chain drive. And I want to have two axles. So the big question is, how do I do that? And I've been looking and checking my reference material because I do a lot of reference for the builds that I do. I thought about, now, one of the downsides to this frame, and I have a couple of spares right here. So one of the issues that I ran into is that the leaf springs are molded to the chassis. Yeah, they are two pieces, as you guys can see right there, but they are molded in. So one of the things I was thinking about doing was cutting them free here, 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 back here. But then the question becomes, well, let's take a look at this. So then the question becomes, where do I put this? I can't really put it here. I mean, I could, but you got the brakes here and all the parts, and that's gonna, as you can see here, that's molded in. This is molded in. That's not easy to move, and I'm still trying to figure this out. What I still might do is I might cut the frame rails, move this up, and then add, cut this frame rail here, and add the springs and the frame rails to the end here. I might do that. I'm still playing with it. And I don't know if I'm going to have a separate gearbox. So the cool thing about this, so one of the cool things is the engine doesn't have a transmission. It has this output shaft. The transmission is connected to the rear axle. So the rear axle goes right there, and the chain drives the wheels. There's a couple of options here, and I honestly, I don't know where I'm going to go with this. One option is having the chain go this way and drive that wheel. I thought about having another chain go this way and drive that wheel, but then they're turning in opposite directions, and that doesn't quite work. So what I found is this photo, and from that photo, you can see that the wheel here and the wheel here look like they have one chain going around connecting them. So that might be an option. I'm gonna have to try and figure that out. What I thought about doing is, instead of having the axle here, is moving it possibly, and again, might involve some cutting, but flipping this over and having the axle one back here, let me get my pointer, one back here, one axle up here, and then they could share a drive shaft or a chain drive in the middle and then have a connection to either side. So as of right now, I think that's going to be the plan. But it's still a work in progress. But this kit is really, really neat. There's a lot of really cool parts on this, and it's unique stuff. It's totally unique to this kit. And again, I've mentioned before, there's a bunch of different variations of this kit. If you guys haven't built one of these, I highly, highly recommend it. I just can't begin to explain how cool this kit is. That's my update. Stay tuned. Hopefully I'll have more progress and another update real soon. But if you guys have any ideas on how I should tackle this, let me know in the comments below. All right. Hey, I appreciate it, and I will see you guys on the next one.